never really right time obtuse. Getting in the fight, I might lose. Never really had the bout nice boobs. Hoping I'll keep up 9 soon. Picking up the mic to spike my views. Keep it kinda like a like haikus. I'ma take the night to write my news. What's the height I wanna strike my noose? We're never really gonna understand this, why I gotta write a symphony. I'm just making use of what I know, so I'm guessing I prefer to do it rhythmically. But I never really seem to get it right. The imperfectionist is just a kid in me. Yeah, I struggle as an artist, I'm the face of definition, woo, the epitome. And I've always had a problem hating on myself, stacking up my wealth to put it on a shelf and throw it down a well. And maybe I rebel to feed it to the devil, never would repel people that I seek to meet in evil hells. Reaching like a leash, I seek it to excel. A cheeky freak that isn't Greek up in the shell, but my mystique is just unique enough to sell. I'm a lyricist, not a rapper, broken so we're not immune.
All right, Wolf Talk Podcast is here with Wake Me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. So, how did you come up with the name Wake Me?
Oh, um, coming up with band names is terrible. I'll tell you. Like it's you just come up with so much. I don't know. It's like cheesy. You love one, it's already taken. And honestly, this one was kind of like after we gave ourselves about a week to figure it out and got down to the end of it. And I think Justin might have come up with it, but he kind of threw the name out there. I'm like, that sounds cool. Let's see if anyone's got it, and they didn't. And we kind of just liked the idea of, like for me, it was like that it evoked sort of this emotion of like um, being woken up out of just like your daily kind of grind sort of deal, right? So it's like you get to kind of come out of that and get into something, just kind of wake up and be passionate about something. So that's why it spoke to me. And I think the other guys kind of have their own takes on it, but that's kind of what it was for me.
So, what got you into music?
Well, I, you know, loved music growing up as a kid, obviously. I had always wanted to play guitar from a very young age. Finally convinced my parents to buy me a guitar when I was in 6th grade, so I guess I would have been, what, like 10 or 11?
Mhm.
Um, and, yeah, I was a young 6th grader, so I think 11 is when it happened for me, when I got my first guitar and, never stopped playing it. So, I'm a definitely a guitar player first, a singer second. I just kind of fell into that role over time, but, yeah, I just always have it's funny, my parents and my sister, my mom, they all kinda listen to during the day. I'm an older guy, so, like, Mariah Carey and, like, Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer and stuff, so I didn't really know a lot about rock music, and I just sort of discovered it on my own listening to the radio, and fell in love with it, so that's kinda how those 2 things came together, and, started out playing, like, a lotta early Metallica stuff, and then through high school, kind of shifted gears to more of a pop punk deal. Just fell in love with that genre and left rock behind. Rock and metal kind of kicked that to the wayside for like probably a good 4 or 5 years. And then after getting out of high school, into college, I kind of re fell in love with metal, and it's been that way kind of ever since.
So, how many of you are in the band?
So there's four of us. Myself, there's Justin Ray, he's guitar and backup vocals, and then we've got Travis Othier on the drums and Carlos Martin on the bass.
How long have you guys been together?
Been a while. I've been playing with Justin since probably 2005, um, and we've been in bands together for quite some time. And I think Travis, we call him Tricky. We got him as a drummer. God, I want to say like maybe 2009, 2010. So we've been playing with him for a while, and then Carlos came in. We've known Carlos for a really long time, at least as long as Justin and I have been playing together. He's been in other bands in our scene here in Denver, and when we kind of parted ways with our original or with our bass player a few years back, and Carlos has just been one of those like really really good buddies who we just known forever, and he plays bass. So we're like, man, let's just make it easy on ourselves here, and he was really eager to join the band, so we kind of brought him on board. So we've been a band in some form or another for quite some time. Yeah, 19 years, I think.
So you're in Montana?
We're in Denver,
Den-
Colorado. Yep.
Oh, okay. I should have. You said
No,
Denver.
no.
I don't even know. I don't even know why I said that.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Like, I don't know.
I
It's a
get it.
Saturday. What do you?
Yeah,
It's a Saturday. What do you
yeah,
want from
you
me?
get a total pass. Don't even worry about it.
Just one. Just one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the one. I'll keep score.
And I was thinking about that. I was going to ask that, and I was like, for some reason, something changed. I don't know why I said that state.
No worries.
So, are you guys touring?
We're trying to line something up for this summer. We the thing about this industry is that you get a lot of things lined up, things fall through, it happens all the time. So we kind of had something on the books that didn't end up coming to coming to fruition. So we're trying to back that up with something else. And I think we'll probably do like a regional tour for a few weeks here in the summer. Um, but we've been focusing on, we're all dads, and so we've just been focusing on like things that we can do that don't require huge chunks of time away from family. So just making recording sessions, music videos, doing all that, like local shows, kind of some regional onesie twosies, just to kind of keep the sword sharp. But yeah, we've been basically just recording music and making music videos for the last couple years, and just focusing on releasing singles and growing fan base and all that kind of stuff. So, but we will be doing some festivals and tours this summer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, how long has Wake Me been together?
So Wake Me, so it's kind of an interesting story, or it's a little bit not straightforward. So Justin and I started playing together, and the band was called No Fair Fights. Um, we were kind of a post-hardcore band, or like we were more on like the metal kind of hardcore side of things. Um, and we did that for about 6 or 7 years, and we were interested in sort of evolving our sound and getting into more just kind of rock songs. We wanted to write better songs, and so I think up until that point we were really focused on like technicality and being good musicians, and everything that we wrote was focused on like how impressive could we sound, like just putting a bunch of really cool parts together. I mean, I think we kind of got over that and we wanted to get better at just writing good rock songs, and so that led our sound to become less technical and metally and just more hard rock. And I think when that happened, we just wanted to kind of rebrand ourselves, and that's actually where we changed our name. We kept the same guys, changed the name of the group to Wake Me, and that happened I think in 2010. Um, and we've been cranking on that ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So, how
it's
many
been a
songs?
little.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's been a little bit of a journey just because as No Fair Fights, we had recorded, we released a cover of Kiss from a Rose by Seal, and that's been by far kind of our biggest, like streaming wise, our biggest thing. And that was released under No Fair Fights. And when we rebranded the band, we kept that cover because we just didn't want to lose that momentum. And so there's a version of it that still shows the No Fair Fights logo. It's out there, I think, probably on YouTube. But yeah, it's kind of like it's the same band. We just wanted to kind of change things up a little bit.
Now, do you got merch?
Oh yeah, yes we do. Um, we normally sell the merch for the most part at shows, but we have been doing some online stuff as well. So
Well, there you go. People need to go buy their merch.
That's right. Yep. Look up Wake Me Official. You'll find the website and the merch links are through there.
So, how many songs do you think you guys have out?
Oh man, quite a few. I could tell you if I can. You still see me, or did that pause it?
No, I paused it. You're fine though. I can
Oh,
still hear
dang
you.
it. Cool. Well, here's what I'll do. I can tell you right now. We have quite a few. We've been based process with an EP. There was 5 songs on there, and then after that, we've just been releasing singles. So
But that's the new
we
ongoing thing.
it is it really. I mean, it's the way to go if you're not like some huge band. Um, Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, we have about 23 songs out on.
Oh, okay.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Cool. Yeah, so we've got about 23 songs out on Spotify. And like, so we worked with Tom Denny um, in it a while back as a producer, and he had this great this great way of kind of summarizing what we wanted to do, which was he's like, unless you're some kind of really well established band where you release an album and pretty much everyone's going to listen to the whole thing. Otherwise, if that's not you and you're not like, Rise Against or Linkin Park or something, you're basically going to be, if you do a full length album or even really an EP,
Hmm.
you're going to be doing a lot of work for free. Like you're gonna be doing a lot, you're gonna be releasing a lot of music and nobody's gonna hear it
Right.
because they just aren't gonna take the time to go through the whole kind of release catalog. So your best bet in terms of just like growing, listenership and getting people interested in what you're doing is just releasing singles, and you kind of get the most bang for your buck that way. And he was
Right.
totally right on with that. And you can see like even big artists are doing that, just
Mm-hmm.
releasing singles. And as soon as you kind of get 5 singles in a group, you just kind of package them together as an EP and call it good.
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. That's how it's going nowadays.
Yeah, that is how it's going nowadays. I will say this, I do kind of miss uh doing kind of larger recording sessions like that because you get to experiment a little more, I think. If you know that you're not trying to write a single, it kind of changes what your constraints are, what like the parameters are for a song. So you can get a little bit weirder, or you don't, it's less there's not as much of a formula that you're trying to like fit into. There's like a handful of single kind of, for lack of a better word, formulas, in terms of song structure and
Right.
just all that kind of stuff. And that's great, but like it's what's fun is on a full length, you can have a handful of songs that are just kind of journeys. You know what I mean? Like 4 or 5 minutes. Who cares? You have fun with it, sort of deal. So there is some, there's something that you give up just doing singles all the time.
So you guys looking to maybe tour the United States this year, or?
Yeah, what we'll probably end up doing is we're looking to tour the Midwest. So since we're based out of Denver, doing sort of anything from like Utah kind of up through northern like the Dakotas, um, Minnesota, Montana, and then down anything down that corridor all the way down to Texas, I think is where we're going to focus our regional stuff. Um, if we do find something, we haven't really done much of East Coast touring, so if we find something that works, we might base something around that. But for now, we're going to kind of focus on this like Midwest corridor just to keep things nice and tight. There's a lot of driving, unfortunately, when you're based out of Denver. You kind of have to. It's not like the East or West Coast where you can, you're a few hours away from your next major city. It's like you kind of have to.
Right.
You spend more time traveling, which is a bummer. But
Right.
yep, that's what you got to do.
All right. So, what are the band's big expectations of 2025?
Yeah. So what we're working on right now, we just recorded a batch of songs late last year. I think it was in November, and spent about a week and a half out with a guy named Chris Dawson. He's produced a lot of really big time stuff and has had a lot of success in like the mainstream rock space. And we really love the tunes that we did with him. So we're going to do some music videos for those coming up in a couple months here. And then I think we're going to try to put together kind of a big radio campaign to try to, just establish, especially in the areas we're going to be touring this summer, kind
Right.
of a a top 40 charting situation. Is that's our goal. We'll see if we can do it, but yeah, we're pretty excited about the tunes. I think they're the best that we've ever done. So I'm very
Awesome.
excited to release those.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
If is there anything else you want to add and tell everybody, or
No, I think just come the best thing if come to Instagram, check out what we're all about. Give us a listen on Spotify, and we love talking to people. So if you want to send messages or leave comments, like we will respond. We see them all. So if you just want to say hi, or if you like what you hear, let us know, man. We'll chat you up, and I've been known to send free stuff out to people all the time. So hit us up. We love talking to people who kind of appreciate what we're doing.
all right, well,
And
hang out.
also, thank you,
Bye.
by the way, for
Oh,
doing
you're
this with
welcome.
me. I really appreciate it. It's awesome.
Well, definitely look for another one in the future because I always
Absolutely.
keep up with all the members all the band people that I've done interviews with.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, we'll keep the communication going.
All right, hang out as soon as we end this. But
Cool.
thank you again for joining. Please go check out Wake Me on all major platforms. And yeah, send them messages, order some merch, and who knows, you might actually get some free stuff.
Absolutely. Much love, guys.
All right, bye bye.